EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Vegas. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Levis, quick completion out wide. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You look at this Raiders defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Levis sets up to throw here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On the ground. It's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 18, Pioneer.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Levis back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast, They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. You talk about this Titan defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
Third. Right there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
No. Ready.
He'll try again. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And Spears with another carry. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Levis now on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit Maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's a run from Haskins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action now. Levis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And here's a give to Spears. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tajay Spears, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This will be returned to bring it out. Not a good one as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. That one's taken in by Spears.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They need 2. Here's third down.
Cougar 19.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
Third and 2.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Levis to throw it. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
He'll buy some time right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And a nice job to break free with one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 21-yard line. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Carlson able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's Spears on second down.
Shoves him aside. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Levis. To the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis. It's complete. Burks.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Throw to the right, caught by a Cockrell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now Levis.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd and 9 now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Off the play fake, Levis. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Levis to throw off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Levis looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one. Just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 25. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
On the set. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. One final try here for Will Levis. Gets it to Burks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Las Vegas,
It's a win here.